I was playing jazz, like very such a like a hobby thing, with local people when I was in college. I just kept doing it because I loved it, right? Then I had this opportunity when I was doing master's degree. Like our summer break was longer than bachelor's time for some reason. Like I had more time, and then I was like, oh, maybe I'll make some money, and then I'll go somewhere, like just once in a lifetime trip, which I thought will be great to go to New York. Like then like I get to actually listen to the real thing, just like once for all. Like I just thought that's gonna be my one time in my life, and I'm not gonna be able to do this ever again. Because once you start working in a company in Japan, it's hard to take like longer breaks. Anyway, I tried to make it short. Yeah, I just decided to go to New York, and then I stayed here for 5 nights, and it was very expensive, but the US dollar was weaker than Japanese yen. So I was a little bit lucky. I got to stay in Upper West Side. I went to Smoke Jazz Club. I went to Dizzy's. I went to Jazz Standard. I didn't go to Smalls that time. That's funny that I play there so much right now, but I didn't get to go to Smalls back then. But anyway, when I went to Dizzy's, I saw Cedar Walton, and then that hit me. I was like, oh, this is the best thing ever. It's like literally the best piece of music I've ever heard. And that got me excited. And I think that was like a Thursday or Friday night. And I had 2 more nights, and they were still playing the whole weekend. So like I went back to other nights to be able to see them. And they used to have the student discount that was like only $15 to see them for the second set. And then I was like, this cannot be true. Like $15 is like $10 basically, like equivalent of. I can see Cedar Walton, one of the best musicians ever existed, for $10. And I was so cheap and like frugal. I was like, oh, this is the best thing ever. I want to move to New York. That's so crazy thought, like a young and foolish. But I thank myself, the young and foolish Miki. I thank her so much that, she decided to do it. It's like I talk like a third person, but yeah. Yeah. So while I was here, I was like in shock with Cedar's performance and the whole energy of New York. I called my mom just to check in. Hey, I'm alive. I'm cool. But like, mom, like I gotta talk to you when I get back. And she's like, oh, don't tell me. And then we'll talk. And then she was not happy already. And then I went back, and then I talked to my dad, my mom. Hey, listen, like I really had the most life-changing time in New York City, and I really want to explore that before I even start working. So like, can I take 1 year break from my master's degree in science? So I'll just do one lifetime experience to just live in New York City for a year, and then also be able to speak English. Because my mom can speak English, and she knows how important it would be to be able to speak English, even living in Japan. If I want to work more, if I want to get paid more, like that would help you. So like that was my way of like convincing them, like this trip is going to be a worthwhile. Please let me do it. And so they go, okay, you can do that 1 year break, but you have to make money first to go. We're not going to support. So I worked for half a year, and then I decided to go for a year. So like I actually took a 1.5 year break of the master's degree, which I ended up quitting. Yeah. When I moved here, I didn't know anyone. I knew a couple Japanese people that I met here in the first trip, but quickly I decided not to hang out with them, because I wanted to be in the thing really, and I didn't want to be stuck with comfortable zone, if that makes sense. Like I knew that I would feel much more comfortable speaking Japanese with the fellows that understand me fully, and doing this like-minded people that love jazz. That's why they moved here. Of course, I would love to be in that comfortable zone, but that's not the reason why I came to New York. I just really wanted to fully immerse like the harshness of musicians, like then the amazingness of like the music and stuff like that. If I am too comfortable, I wouldn't get that. So I just my mindset is this: there's nothing to lose. I'm going to get better and better no matter what I do if I keep doing it. So that was my mindset. I didn't know any tunes when I moved here. I didn't know what to say, or I didn't know any cultural, I didn't know what to do in a jam session or anything. Like, it's funny that I run jam sessions so much now, but I was like, just kind of sitting in the corner, just like, oh, I don't know what they play. It's like I take notes. And that's what I did for like the first 3 months. I didn't even play. I just like hung out with people. I hung out with people, learned what they play. So like I didn't really have a mentor or anything first, a few months even, but I met a lot of people because I went out every night just to be around. Then I managed to find a way that I could get into some jazz clubs. Are expensive. So like I didn't really have much money, so I couldn't get to afford going to Village Vanguard or going back to Dizzy's so much. Even $15 was like a little too much for me every night. But I realized that if I go to my friend's restaurants gig, restaurant gigs are still really high level because New York musicians do that, So like I found a bunch of friends, oh, they play at this restaurant. Cool, I can go there for free. Cool, like I can go there for free. So like I literally went out every night and then met more people. And yeah, just that got me learn so much about the music, culture, English, all that. Yeah. So I went to English school at City College, and then happened to be, I was lucky. So the second language program was at the same building that music department is. I was very lucky. I only had keyboard that I bought at the apartment, but the apartment had 5 other roommates. They're pretty strict about the sound. Even though it was in Harlem, they were like, no, don't make noise after 9 p.m., blah, blah, blah. So I didn't get to really practice at home so much. Like I only used the headphone. It's not the same, So I was lucky. The Shepherd Hall, that's the building name at City College, there was a practice rooms upstairs. So like I finished my English school right around like 1:30 p.m. or something. I go upstairs and then practice. And I heard that like the practice rooms have keys now. So like I can't, if I go there now, I can't get in. But back in the day, like 10 years ago, they didn't even have to, keys. So like I could, like rando like me can go in and practice. I'm so thankful for that. I'm still thankful. Every day I did that every day. And then went home, took a nap, went out all night. That's what I did. Yeah. Like almost every day, same repeat.
And did you know what to practice? I mean, how did you improve?
Good question. I didn't really have any like specific method or anything. It's just purely learning tunes. I didn't know any tunes, and like I just quickly understood that a lot of people know tunes here. Like most of the working musicians know at least like a 200 songs or something. It's not like completely the same set of tunes, but there are a lot of similarity. They know this tune, they know that tune. And if I don't know them, even if I can play the piano, there's no way that I get to play with them, because I like jazz because I get to play with other people. That's what I really like about it. So I just learned shit on tunes. Excuse me, let me just say that again. I learned many tunes, many tunes. Like I just took notes, like every single time I'm out and listening to what is the name of the tune? What is the name of the tune? That's like my first thing for me to be able to say almost. So what is the name of the tune? What is the name? What is the name of the tune? So I know, and I get to go back and learn them like by ears, like not use real book or anything. Just that was my practice, pretty much. I took lessons with Jason Lintner, stuff like that after, but mostly what I did was just learning tunes.